anyone else feel like running?
Wait. You there. Step forward. Who are you?
Hello there, I'm Daz. I'm just starting a brand new playthrough, as you can see. And what I intend to do on this playthrough is make a pure destruction based character. So I need to decide initially which race I'm going to be using, and I think I'll go for a Breton, purely for the defensive capabilities, to be honest. I'm not going to spend a lot of time building the character. I'll probably just use a preset, although I'll add a little bit of weight. Destruction Danny.
You from Daggerfall, Breton? Fleeing from some court?
Yeah, so I've been flicking around YouTube videos, and there are a few other people that have made destruction only playthroughs, obviously. But I couldn't actually find any legit pure destruction. What I want to try and do is use only the destruction skill. So I can't do any lockpicking, I can't craft potions, I can't wear any armour. At the end of the game I only want the destruction skill to be leveled up. Every other skill, if I can manage to pull this off, should be exactly as it is at the start of the game. It's going to be quite frustrating in some places, particularly not being able to buy spells.
What was that?
It's nothing. Carry on.
I'm not even going to be able to acquire the robes and the spark spell in Helgen Keep, because they are behind a lock.
For the love of Talos, shut up and let's get this over.
I do have mods installed, which I will be using to some small extent. I will not be using any unique items, only the items that exist in the anniversary edition of Skyrim. But using one particular mod will allow me to obtain some master level destruction robes quite early in the game, and also a circlet of peerless destruction. But after that I'm going to be on my own. Luckily I know where I can obtain the frostbite spell and also the spark spell.
Did you hear that?
Outside of the one in Helgen. I can obtain the spark spell in Felglow Keep. And for the frostbite spell I'll need to head into Forsworn territory.
What in oblivion is that?
Sentries, what do you see?
It's in the clouds.
That reminds me, I will also be using shouts. They're going to be necessary, and in any case they do not level up any of the skills. I'll probably use the cooking mechanic. So hopefully I can make some meals or beverages that will give me a little bit of healing, since I'm going to be relying solely on health potions that I find lying about the place. So I actually think the first part of the game is going to be quite straightforward, particularly since I'll be heading to one of the mod locations and picking up some master robes. Excuse me. But I think things are going to get a little bit sketchy later on.
We'll meet again in Sovngarde, brother. Looks like we're the only ones who made it. That thing was a dragon, no doubt. Just like the children's stories and the legends. The harbingers of the end times. We better get moving. Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off. There you go. Huh? Grab Gunyar's gear. No shame in borrowing a friend's axe.
I can't use his axe, I'm afraid. And I can't wear his gear, because that will increase the light armor skill, so I'm down to foot wraps and rough spun tunics at the moment.
Alright.
So I better equip the flame spell. That's going to be mandatory. There's no point looking at any of the other spells. Powers, dragon skin. I'll be favoriting that. And luckily I have a little bit of magic resistance. I'll be heading up to the Lord Stone at some point quite early in the game as well. I'm afraid poor old Rayloff's going to be a target dummy until I can manage to level up the destruction a little bit.
No way to open this from our side.
So there we are. Destruction 15. I don't know why I've got a little bit of sneak experience. I don't know where that came from. That must be mandatory.
It's the Imperials. They cover. Hey, be careful. Won't take us alive. Yeah. Watch it.
I better grab this key before Rayloff does.
What are you doing? Just die.
Did you find a key? See if it unlocks that door.
Right, so this is one of the mods I have, Minerva's Apothecary, which is quite near Riverwood. So I will be heading there to pick up the Mage's robes and the circlet. After that, I'm going to be on my own, hopefully, and I won't have to resort to any low-level cheating.
Unlock that door and let's get out of here.
What are you doing?
Yeah, this is going to be quite frustrating until I actually get the robes.
I'm on your side. Watch it.
See if you can unlock that door. That's it.
Right, I think the best policy is going to be just to charge through as quickly as possible. I need to grab these potions. I'll also grab salt piles, which are going to be handy for cooking.
Going to put you down. Enough of this.
In case you're wondering, I'm playing on Adept difficulty. I didn't want to go any harder than that. Better grab some bread.
Damn, that dragon doesn't give up easy.
Some lovely health potions.
A storeroom. Grab anything. Can.
Yep, I
But
can't
let's
use
keep
any of
moving.
that. Pheasant and rabbit may come in handy. I've actually never used the cooking mechanic to a great extent, so that's going to be something new.
Let's get moving.
What are you doing? What?
Right. So I've got to ignore the novice robes.
Orders are to wait
I'll
until
probably
General
break
Tullius
this challenge down into 15-20 minute segments.
Stormcloaks, get them!
Yep, there's no point even picking up anything to sell because I don't want to acquire speech experience. Just recheck my skills, make sure I'm not picking up any experience anywhere apart from that little bit of sneak very early in the game. Okay, destruction 17. Right, I'll just have to run past these chaps. Yep, I think we can forget about the bear as well. I'm definitely going to need to pump a lot of points into health as well, which is not going to be ideal for a destruction based character, but I'm not playing on survival mode, no way Jose. Yeah, because I'm not going to be able to use any armor spells or wear any armor. The only armor rating I'm going to obtain is the 50 points from the Lord Stone. So I'm definitely going to need quite a large health pool. I'm probably going to get one-shotted by Death Lords later on as it is. But at least if I can level up and get a decent amount of health, it might make me a little bit more survivable. I'm going to be equipping the Mage Stone just so I can level destruction a little bit quicker. for the time being, until I get the Lord Stone. So I'll probably end this video at Minerva's apothecary once I've got my robes and circlet equipped. I think there are also some nice mage's boots in there as well, which are going to come in handy. There's one good thing, I'm not too concerned about contracting rock joint. It's not going to make any difference to me. Right. I don't want those. Salmon or bass might be useful for the cooking, I'm not sure. But I'll grab them anyway. As I said, I'm not too experienced with the cooking, so when I get a bit further in to this run, I will be checking that out. I may as well bring up Riverwood on the fast travel map, even though I can't really use anything here.
Careful with that fire.
Ralof? How do you know him?
If you really are Ralof's friend, I'll be glad.
A dragon. It would explain what I saw earlier. Flying down the valley from the south. I don't know why.
By
Things
some
just go
miracle,
from bad to worse.
maybe I can
First
pick
the
up
war,
a
now
necklace
dragons.
of
What's this world coming to?
magic
The Jarl needs
regeneration
to-
or
We need
something.
to get word to Jarl Balgr
But I
from
doubt it very
Whiterun
much.
To send whatever troops he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt. I'm glad to help any. Like I said, I'm glad to help in any way I can. Help yourself
No
to
point
whatever you need within reason.
Grabbing that. I'll grab some cheese. I'll grab the healing potions. I'll take the apple. The rings are worthless to me. I'll take the sweet roll. I'll just hope that no one steals it.
Until
So,
next time.
I'm away again. I'll leave the juvenile mud crab. Okay, so here we are. This is an excellent mod for anyone that's never come across this one before. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to take full advantage, and I'm not going to use these unique rings which give massive magic regeneration. I think that would be
I gathered some plants that are useful for
a step
making
too far,
have other
but
uses
I
now.
will grab the items that appear in the base game. So I'm going to grab this circlet of peerless destruction.
If you're looking for potions, I think I can be of service.
I'm going to grab master robes of destruction. And I'm gonna grab Telvanni shoes. So that should set me off to a decent start. Gives me some, well, a massive amount of shock resistance actually. Which is going to be very useful for this character. Can drop those. I can drop that. Lockpicks. May as well drop those. They're no good to me. I can't pick locks. So I can also use this place as a portal to Whiterun, Morthal, yeah, any of the cities. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to travel on foot, and I'm going to head up now towards Bleak Falls Barrow and get that out of the way. I should be able to manage that without too many problems on Adept difficulty. Now I have some magic regeneration and destruction spell cost reduction. It'll be much better once I manage to get to level 2. And then I can reduce the cost further. So I'm going to take out this bunch of bandits at this watchtower. And then I will close down the first episode. And hopefully some of you will tune in to see how I manage at Bleak Falls Barrow with the restrictions that I've placed on my character. As I say, I have seen quite a few destruction only runs on YouTube, but they have all the ones I saw anyway, have all used quite a few of the other skills. I'll probably quick save often because I may find myself using some of the other skills by mistake, so I might have to rewind here and there. I think it's only natural to try picking locks or sneaking.
Never should have come here.
Right, they're easy enough. It's too much to ask that any of these chaps are going to be carrying anything useful. Gold is no good. It's weird playing a character that's not even interested in money. I'll take the fruit. Can I find some more salt piles? That's the thing. I think they're going to be an important resource for this guy. No, I may as well leave the gold in there. So I'm going to acquire some gold throughout the game just from quest rewards. But yeah, there's no point picking up any extra. So there we are, folks. The first episode done. Hopefully it's not been too boring, and yes, I'll be happy to see you again if you care to tune in to find out how this chap manages in Bleak Falls. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.